Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanding Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Okay, get off my life. This isn't working. Today I want to go over two short stories from the Hyperspace Star Wars fiction. Hyperspace, as you know, was an exclusive little club that you paid a yearly fee for subscribing to it, and you got all sorts of behind the scenes stuff. And one of the best things about it was the short fiction, the exclusive fiction that they had in Hyperspace, which was a lot of fun. So the first story is written by Edward, I think it's called Erdelac, is his last name, how you pronounce it, I believe, and it's called Fist of Ion. Now, this is about a shock boxer, yes, boxing in the galaxy, named Lobar Abok. And basically, it's a memoir from his, his book. And you're reading, I think it's chapter 7, and it's about a big fight against someone. And by the way, Lobar Abok is basically an anagram for Rocky Balboa. They just took the letters and just switched it up and made a new name out of it. So, ha. Now, I find this very interesting because shock boxing, we don't hear much about this. In fact, he did pull his information from some West End Games material. So this does have continuity, as all EU should, right? And it comes from General Kraken's Rebel Operatives and Heroes and Rogues. Those little West End Games supplemental books. And he pulls some information from shot boxing and how it works. And so he basically tells, and it's basically reading an excerpt from this novel. Now, I love the character Lobar a lot, and I wanted to see him more. Now, the pictures kind of portray him as human. He is an alien, but he's still super cool. And I was really hoping we'd get to hear more stories from him. Again, one of the beautiful things about the Expand Universe, especially these short stories, were the different angles and perspectives. I've been talking about this a lot lately, but I like to see different perspectives of stuff that is happening within the expanded universe. And this is the only time we get to hear about shock boxing, and it seems enjoyable. It seems a lot more fun than regular boxing here. The next short story is called Deader Than a Triton Moon. It's written by Jason Fry, and it's also some Hyperspace exclusive fiction. This one stars Shandy Fanazzo and his young apprentice, or I should say the youngest member of his crew. He's Shandy, or Fanazzo, is a smuggler, and so there's this kid called Janzel, and he's the new kid, and he finds some of the tracks of I think it's called Gadamus. And there are these tracks that these bugs give out to you on this planet, and if you memorize track 1, then they'll give you track 2 and track 3, and it's basically their rules of law, whatever. Well, he's going to go on this planet and deal with the bugs. Well, while reading over the tracks, Janzel finds a little loophole of something they can get away with on the planet. Now, the bugs aren't happy about this. I'm kind of going to spoil this one. I usually don't, but I think this is funny. So the bugs are unhappy about this, so they revise their tracks, and as punishment, they give Phasano an entire collection of their, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's called the tracks of Gadamus, and they get him to memorize all 313. And it's supposed to be seen as punishment, but the captain's laughing about it because he actually got away with more money than he bargained for. Now, he got money from the deal, but it turns out that these bugs, whenever you come on their planet, they give the track 1 out to everyone. And if you memorize it, you can come back and get track 2. And if you memorize that, you can come back and get track 3, and so on and so forth. Well, most spacers don't even care about it. They throw track 1 in the garbage. It's worthless. It's not worth anything. But he was explaining at the end, if you get up to track 100, it starts getting worth a little money because, you know, no one's had that many tracks, and there are collectors who want to get these. He said, but a set of all 313, he said, there are only 9 existing in the galaxy, and it's worth over 1 million creds. So he's really happy that he has all 313 tracks, even though he does have to memorize them all. Now, to be honest, that is very unique. I don't know where Jason Fry got that idea. The story is okay. The characters are okay. The ending is more interesting than anything else, and it gets you thinking, how did he come up with this story? That's something about the creativity from a lot of these authors. Not even the big authors, but the small authors too. Man, if they asked me to do a story, I'd say, okay, it has to have Jedi, Rebels, and the Empire. You know, I can't be that creative. But these guys are thinking, no, you know what? I want to do one on shot boxing, boxing in the galaxy. What? I want to do one where these bugs are creating these little tracks and they're collectible items, but you don't know that till the end. They just seem like, you know, I don't know, like Sunday school catechism questions you have to memorize over and over again, and you get a prize at the end. I don't know how they think about some of these things, but it's very creative. So these used to be on the site Savudu. They are not anymore, and a lot of people complained. However, I believe you can find them online fairly simple if you do simple searches. I think you can get them easily online now. But those hyperspace stories were, you know, they were hit or miss really, but these two were all right. They were interesting. It was interesting perspectives from a humongous, vastly unexplored, expanded universe. All right, folks, that's all the time I have for now. See you next time with another video.